Okay, now if you've got a vehicle that's running too rich, you might have some black smoke out of the tailpipe, and on this vehicle it's getting pretty poor mileage, Jim. When I went in and pulled the trouble codes out of the computer, I got a code 15. When I went to my trouble code chart, it simply says right here, code 15, open coolant sensor circuit. Now you've got a quick test of that coolant temp sensor, don't you?
Sure do. It's another one of the 2-minute tests that you can perform at home to find out if your coolant temperature sensor is working.
Okay.
Now here's one, just like the one that's in this vehicle here. And of course it's out of the vehicle, it's not warm, it's cool. Inside of a coolant temperature sensor is a thermistor, which is a device that changes its resistance with temperature.
Sure.
Now, in this particular case, as I said, it's cool, so it's going to have a specific reading on the ohm meter. I'll take our meter and put it to about the 20,000 ohm scale, or the 20K scale,
okay,
and connect one lead to the body and the other one to the terminal, and we'll get a specific reading. In this case, about 1,930 or so ohms.
Sure.
Now, remember, this is a cool one. This engine is quite warm. It's been running. So to illustrate the difference between a cool one and a warm one, we simply take and connect the black lead to a good ground, the positive lead to the sensor terminal, and here we can see we're at about 460 or 470 ohms. Quite a difference.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now, when you actually perform this test on your vehicle, you're going to be running the engine. You connect your meter up. You're going to run the engine for 2 minutes, and you're going to look for a 200 ohm difference within that 2-minute period. For sake of illustration, we did it this way. Now, if you don't find any change, boom, that's your problem. Replace the coolant temp sensor, and you're on the road again. If you do find a change, your coolant temp sensor is okay, and then you've got to get back in the book and do a little bit of work and go to your actual trouble code chart and follow your diagnostic chart out to find the problem. In this case, you'd probably find an open coolant sensor circuit wire or something in the ECM.
To test a coolant temperature sensor on the vehicle, disconnect the wire from the sensor and attach the red lead from a digital volt-ohm meter to the sensor terminal. Attach the black lead to a good engine ground near the sensor. Set the meter to the 20K scale. Observe and record the reading with the engine at ambient temperature. Start and run the engine for 2 minutes. Observe and compare the new reading to the first one taken. The minimum difference for a good sensor is 200 ohms. If the difference is less than 200 ohms, replace the sensor.